And with only 2 parts to go, let's see what predicaments Carl Johnson finds himself in right now.
You're gonna stay in the cop outfit for the rest of the playthrough, aren't you?
Perhaps. I mean, look, to be fair, we're doing better police work than Tenpenny. and considering what we're doing, you know, this whole thing about like we're basically doing our community service, and like, yeah, we might as well be a cop.
If you don't get this shit together, what you think this place is gonna look like? You always sit
And to be fair, don't get me wrong, I get that like CJ has the whole history of being a gangster, but I think that CJ will make a pretty good cop.
He make one better than Tenpenny and Pulaski, that's for sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Pulaski dead does more good than he does alive.
That is true. That is true.
Or sorry, missing. It's not known what happened to Pulaski.
I mean, we know what happened to him.
Yeah, but yeah,
yeah,
but the world doesn't. Now, here's one thing I don't like about this mission. They're basically forcing you to do something that should be optional. Or, okay, so I say optional, but I might as well just say this right now. In order to do the final mission, you do need to have a certain percentage of gang territory.
I kind of figured that. Because I actually did want to ask is like, okay, so yeah, I did want to ask, what do you get out of taking over gang territory?
Well, first of all, you get more periodic money.
Yeah.
But then, after a certain point, you really couldn't give a fuck about money.
Yeah. Yeah, you really could.
Nah, so, for the context of the story, once we reach a certain percentage of gang territory, we find out where Smoke is hiding, and that triggers the final mission.
Yeah.
And don't worry, I made sure to put it all in a nice and epic montage with the music that I put under it. Got this video a copyright strike, so I'm gonna have to remove that, and it will be less funny for those who are actually watching this.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at the list for the episodes we have. This episode has copyright.
Yeah.
But not 34.
Well, that's because there's apparently not any music in 34, which is the final episode.
Yeah, and that's the episode where you take out Smoke.
Yeah, why is there supposed to be copyright there?
Because you said you were gonna put in music.
No. It's the gang territory taking over. That's what I'm doing in at the end of this part. Like the montage is in this part, like the final 2 minutes, I want to say.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna put in music during this episode. Okay, and during when I thought you were putting in the episode when you basically. Excuse me.
No, believe me.
The battle against Smoke. Okay, that's
no.
My mistake.
Believe me, the final episode is already long enough. Or I mean, it's only 33.5 minutes, but this episode is 22 minutes. So yeah, that's about 1.5 times the size.
Yeah.
Like, considering what we've been dealing with, that's a long episode. Unless you count the final episode for A Way Out. But to be fair, A Way Out is so forgettable, we Well, I mean, I say it's forgettable, but this is the second time in this episode I named it. Or was it this episode or was it previous episode?
It was last episode you mentioned it.
Yeah. Forgive me. I won't golfing today. My brain is golfed.
And now you're imagining Edgy, whose second playthrough, well, actually, whose first playthrough for the channel was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, playing golf.
I mean, golf is in the they did put golf in Grand Theft Auto 5, and there was a putting course thing in GTA 4 Battle for Gay Tony, so
Yeah, honestly, I'm not surprised that they did. I'm not surprised that they put golf in these.
yeah. Well, it's also because they I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna say that, like, the games are filled with a whole bunch of filler material, but any game that any game that has a lot of stuff in it feels like it's trying to compensate for being short. And
Yeah.
and while I don't feel that way about the Grand Theft Auto titles, because both GTA 4 and 5 are quite on the lengthy side, I do feel like, especially in terms of 100% completionism, there's not really that much for GTA 4. Like, in this game, in order to 100% complete, you have to do, like, a bunch of races, a bunch of activities, some firefighter work, ambulance work, police work, pimp work, taxi work, and what do you need to do for GTA 4 for 100% completionism? The fucking flying rats.
Okay, I was like, wasn't
There's
exactly sure.
200 pigeons you need to shoot in GTA
I thought
4.
it was 100. I thought it was 100.
You sure?
Yeah, I thought it was 100.
Alright, well, I guess I'm looking it up then. GTA 4 pigeons. There are 200 pigeons located all around Liberty City, in which Nico Bellic must find and either shoot, burn, blow up, or run down with a vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
yeah.
it's 200 of them.
Okay, yeah, 200.
But the point is, I feel like with GTA 4 being more filled with a bunch of not side activities, like mini games, it does feel like that's what they put their focus on, and
Yeah,
not actually make
and just not making a tedious thing for like and they do in 4.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, while I'm not saying that 4 is a bad game, there is a reason why many people would say it's a step back for the Grand Theft Auto series, especially if you, well, now that you've seen what this game has to offer,
Yeah.
the good and the
Yeah,
bad.
no, I definitely can understand it. Yeah. Like even when I was doing a little bit of playing GTA 4, because I do have it on Steam, I actually do need to finish it.
Oh, you own the PC version.
Yeah.
How's the performance? It's not good, isn't it?
It's not bad, but it's also been years since I played it.
Right. Yeah, GTA 4 is a notoriously bad PC port. And
Okay, so I'll probably
I
go
also
for
I
the
also feel like
360 port.
And I also feel like driving is in one way tied to the frame rate, and that's why it feels even stiffer on PC. I could be wrong about that, though.
Gotcha. So actually, I should see if it's on backwards compatible.
It is, as a matter of fact.
Oh, good.
If you play it on a Xbox Series X or S, you get FPS boost, so you get to play the game at 60 FPS instead of 30.
God damn it! So that's another game I have to wait till I get a Series S or X then.
Well, I mean,
God damn it!
look, you can still play the game on your Xbox One.
I know, but still, it's like. Cause I already have to wait for wait to play Sonic Unleashed and Sonic Generations, so I do that because goddamn.
Well, okay, first of all, Sonic Generations you can play with no problems at 60 FPS on the PC. And Sonic Unleashed, you know that I'm gonna be playing that for the channel, so soon enough you'll see that game in 60 FPS anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
They brought it on themselves.
That bastard cost me my farm. And he hogged the bar.
I forgot who Pendlebury was.
He's the
Try 5 years.
he was their former colleague who they tried to
Okay.
pin whose death they tried to pin on Carl.
Oh, so the guy they kill at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. And they basically tricked Carl into putting his fingerprints on it, on the weapon.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
What?
That's bullshit.
You see? You can't trust the system, man.
So yeah, Tenpenny walks free.
That ain't no justice.
Yeah, because we fucked up.
Oh, we didn't fuck up. The system fucked up.
Ain't nobody gonna be right in my hood.
No, it's...
Look, the whole city is going up.
Also, if you know the layout of this place, you know they're not looking out of a window. After a quick investigation, I came to the conclusion that apparently there is a window in this particular part of the mansion. I must have been confused with a different part of the mansion, or maybe even an entirely different safe house. Enjoy the rest of the video. You know,
That is hilarious.
maybe they're like Woozy. They just believe there's a window there.
Yeah, maybe.
Now, one thing I do like about this mission is that Carl actually calls, or I don't know if it's this mission, but in one of the conversations they have is Carl basically going, "I can't believe you bought the same bucket ass car again."
Man, this is fucked up. We should take that bastard down ourselves.
Because considering we're driving away from a mansion, it feels kind of out of place with a vehicle like this.
So who's the weird Brit?
What? Oh, Macker, he got a little problem he can't control.
What kind of problem?
He can't stop, you know, giving himself a little bit.
What, you mean he likes to consult Professor Hound's jerk off?
Yeah, no, it's like back to what I was saying. No, we are kind of a little bit to blame for basically Tenpenny walking because we killed Pulaski.
Well, yeah, but Pulaski wasn't going to like betray Tenpenny.
Place, even old ladies robbing shit.
Tenpenny was going to betray Pulaski.
Yeah, go out there and get yourself a bargain.
You don't know that for sure.
Look, let's be straight on it. Do you really think that Tenpenny would
As if the ghetto ain't
that okay? That was funny. You really don't think that Tenpenny would like have thrown Pulaski under the bus?
If they own neighborhood, nothing good is gonna come of it.
I mean, I'm not saying that he wouldn't, but he knows that Pulaski has too much dirt on him, and vice versa.
and see what I can see.
You be careful.
Yeah, that is true. True, which is why Tenpenny would probably just kill Pulaski.
Yeah. So anyway, how did you like that mission? It was literally a cutscene, and just us driving there.
Hear me? No.
Yeah, it's like yeah, no.
What up?
We almost got the hood under control, man.
It's like Christ, that was just so unnecessary.
This family since you've been gone, so I know.
Yeah.
For yourself, not for the family. Don't get shit confused, nigga.
So anyway, you ready to do something for the Grove?
When you stop acting like you the man. You keep yapping on what you done did, let me tell you what I did.
What are we gonna do for the growth?
Nothing.
I went out and got the money. When Mom's in the operation, I rob people for the bread. Why you off in Liberty City thinking about your own shit? For 5 years, come on, man. Now you do something you want to fucking
No, Sweets kind of does have a
That ain't
point.
fair,
It's
man.
like,
Carl! Man,
Yeah.
I need your help.
Man, I'm
it's
kind of
like
busy
Sweets
right now.
does have a
Family shit.
point.
I helped you guys, hombre.
It's like
It's time you help me.
Carl kind of did
My
run
hood's
away.
screwed up too. We got this shitty neighborhood on
Well,
lockdown
I mean,
now.
He had a reason to.
It's time
I
to
believe.
get
Yeah,
our
no,
game
he-
back together.
Yeah, he did, but still, it's like Sweet's anger
I know, but I
is
got a lot going
does
on right
make
here in my own
sense
hood, man.
at Carl
Man,
running
my brother
away.
promised.
All your brother
Yeah.
wants you to do is pay back your debt, CJ.
I say that, and yet I get annoyed at when Tales of Graces does that shit.
Okay, so what's the plan?
What's that? When did that game came out?
3. Is
Uh,
that all?
Tales of Graces came out in
Man, look out.
Come on, freak. Show me you real, homeboy.
09.
All right.
But no, it also had a hey, the protagonist ran away from home, and so he can get chewed out by friends for doing it. The one who honestly deserves it, but I also say she doesn't, is the White Mage character, because she was when they were kids, she had a incurable disease and she was going to die from. But yet when the hero returns home, oh hey, she's still alive and she's better, and it's like, so she gives him a little bit of shit for that. Which she does have a point, but she also doesn't, because like she was kind of dying. The other person I definitely do not think does. It's the the hero's brother, who, and this is the reason why the hero ran away. Their dad basically gave the brother up to be adopted.
Right.
So it's like when he comes in to save the day, and it's like he gives the main hero shit for running away. That's unwarranted. Shit is literally unwarranted. You were given away, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I'll be playing Tales of Graces for the channel. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know my Tales games. I know that Namco, I believe it was Namco. There was this one remaster that was very highly requested, and then they did it, and that's all I know about the Tales of series. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really not well known with my RPGs. The only ones I really play are the Persona ones, and even those are kind of, I need to be in the mood for this kind of games. Especially Persona 3, where at this point I wonder if I should even continue playing Fest, because like, why would I do that if we have a remake incoming, which promises to fix all the bullshit?
Well, it also doesn't have the answer, which people are upset at, but it's like people don't really like the answer, period, so it's like you can't really please anyone.
Yeah, it's a guy.
They also are mad because it doesn't have female protagonist, but it's like, it's the female protagonist also isn't really a main thing, guys.
Oh no, I am so upset that I cannot date an 11-year-old boy.
That's a rocket launcher, man. We'll bring the National Guard down on us.
Look around you, CJ. The whole city is a war zone.
Okay, so part of me likes how CJ is basically going like, hey man, you cannot bring a rocket launcher. Like,
Wait, so who has
Yeah.
the rocket launcher?
one of the gang members.
Okay. Well, you could easily tell it's not the guy that's straight running ahead with the sword.
Yeah.
It's like, where did he get that sword from? Where did he get that sword from?
But like, for real, Jesus, man. What's up with the fucking rocket launcher?
You have no qualms to complain about that, mister. I'm going to perform an assassination with a rocket launcher.
That was a different story. That was on a pier.
It's not the same. This is the exact same thing, Edgy.
Look, alright, if I'm a Grand Theft Auto protagonist, only I am allowed to use a rocket launcher. That is the unwritten rules of video games.
Now I have a machine gun. Ha. Ha.
Alright, that's the last of
Ha.
Now, I will say, part of me does really like the aesthetic of Los Santos in ride mode, but the reality is, all it really does, it just puts a bunch of smoke everywhere, and some cars you get into are already severely damaged.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
And there's a lot of fire too.
Yeah.
So
I mean, hell.
It is actually highly recommended to make sure that if you get into ride mode, that you've already done the fire truck missions.
Yeah.
Anyway, we
that
only
makes
have
sense.
we only have one mission to go.
City's big, but it ain't that big. Some fools know where smoke's high. But as long as the grocery families don't rule the
So yeah, this is the part where we need to take over gang territories. So you know what that means?
That's the only way. I'm down for that.
Montage.
It means it's time for a Ultimate Officer CJ Los Santos takeover montage! Yeah!
Oh my god. Oh my god, Edgy.
You know, the part of me is tempted to go like, you know what, fuck the copyright. I'm gonna leave it in.
Oh my god. If he does decide to change his mind, we're listening to the A-Team theme.
Which is really fucking dope, I should add. And I should also mention that a lot of what you're seeing right now is actually all done in like one sitting. So the wanted level I'm having right now is basically the same wanted level.
Well,
Yeah, it's pretty harmless though. Like I can understand why some people don't like having to do this.
How
but-
did Ed give you progress with Denise? Or
No,
are
that's
you-
no, that's a periodic thing.
or were you losing progress with Denise?
I was losing progress with Denise. That's basically what happens if you're in a certain area for a long time. You can lose progress with your girlfriends.
Wow, that's wow. Yeah, no, because that can also happen in GTA 4, and people do not like that.
Oh, the thing is, with GTA 4, it's not only girlfriends, it's just regular
Your friends, period. Yeah, your
Yeah.
friends, period, including Roman.
Including Roman, which means that if you neglect him for long enough, he does not give you free taxi rides.
Yep. I hate that. It's like, let me drive around like an idiot for some time, guys.
Yeah, it's really a like I would be fine if you're like, okay, I haven't talked to this guy for like a long time, so our relationship drops. Like something like that makes sense. But if it's like just straight up you going like, no, I don't feel like bowling right now, and then they go like, oh, okay, that's fine, but then you lose 2% relationship status. Fuck off.